What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with the review on the Lancome Absolute powder, and I picked up the color Absolute Golden. And I just want to take a second to apologize in advance if you hear any construction, because it's so much construction going on outside that it's really distracting, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video up. So I think you guys know why we're here. Jaclyn Hill put this on her channel. She said she loved it. It created this frenzy of people looking for this powder. So a few of you guys requested that I do a review on the powder, so of course I always oblige. I went and picked up this powder from Dillard's. It was like sold out in 3 or 4 of the stores that I went to get it. I went to this Dillard's that is so far away from my house, like it's like an older Dillard's. So when I went to go pick up this powder, the lady was like, "Can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "Sure." She was like, "Why are so many people coming to buy this powder?" And I was like, "Have you heard of YouTube?" She's like, "Yes." I was like, "It's a really popular makeup blogger on YouTube, and she said that this powder was really good. She did a tutorial using it, so that's why you've seen an influx in sales in this powder." She was like, "We've had this powder for forever and it's just sat and sat and sat." And I was like, that's how the beauty community goes. This product has probably been around since before most of us were alive. Like, she was like, "It's been here for so long." I was like, "I believe you." If you guys don't know, Lancome is a high-end brand, so it was not cheap at all. This powder is $58 and it comes with 10 grams of product, so it comes with a lot of products. It does have really nice packaging, very standard for Lancome. Gold top, white trimming, and then the frosted bottle. It has a sifter on there, and so you can shake out your products as needed. Typically when I have loose powders, I like to take that off because I just want to get to it. I don't like shaking the product out. I find that I waste a lot that way, but I did go ahead and keep it on for the review purposes of this video. So in Jaclyn Hill's video, she said that Absolute Golden was the only radiant powder in the Absolute powder lineup. She misspoke about that. I did go swatch the powders myself at the counter. Now, while all of the Absolute powders do not have the same amount of radiance, there are powders in this same line that do have the same amount of radiance. So basically, you're probably like, "Why is this powder $58? Because I was like, "Why is this powder $58? So I'll go ahead and read you the description off of the website. "See the radiance. Skin is even toned and looks absolutely luminous. Innovative color clarity technology with soft focus micro sparkles optimizes the effect of light and diminishes the appearance of imperfections for a naturally even and glowing complexion. The unique formula comforts skin and reduces tightening and drying. Skin is wrapped in a luxuriously soft powder veil. The delicate micro-fine texture doesn't cake or settle into fine lines. Result: skin that looks ultra smooth and absolutely radiant. How to use: use a powder brush or the puff to set foundation beginning from the center of your face and working outwards towards the hairline." So that's about what I did. I started on my cheek area and then I buffed it outwards. When I say you need the smallest amount of this powder or else you'll look like you highlighted your whole entire face, like the shimmer in this powder is very fine, but at the same time, if you keep layering it, you're going to get really super shiny areas on your face. I feel like Lancome made and marketed this product towards older women or older people who really need a powder that's not going to be harsh, that's not going to be too drying, because a lot of times when you use powder on top of your foundation, the powder just looks like it settles. It makes your face look crepey. It accentuates wrinkles. So this powder is very soft and airy, so it almost is like it floats on top of your skin to make it look smoother and filtered. So of course, not just older people want their skin to look like this, so that's why it has gotten as popular as it has, because it is a very soft finish powder. But in my opinion, it is a little bit too pink. So the color is called Absolute Golden, but let me zoom you guys in on this and you can see for yourself that this powder is like pink. The powder is basically pink. It's not golden at all. It has a touch of golden reflex to it, but it's definitely like a pinkish color. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a swatch for you. So if you're a person who is very cool toned, so like you have yellow undertones, you wear an NC and MAC, this powder is probably not going to be for you. It probably will look better on somebody who is NW. It's almost like a very subtle highlighter. Now, some people may want to bake with this powder, but I just want to forewarn you that it is very, very sparkly. So you may end up looking just like super sparkles and then the rest of your face matte. So I don't really recommend this powder for that specific purpose. I would say get a powder that has way less sparkles in it. Don't just get this powder because it's the popular one. Definitely check out the other powders if this type of powder does interest you, because they do have different powders with the same amount of sparkle that have different undertones. So I saw one that's called Absolute Pesh. That one looks beautiful. It's more so of a golden, more suitable for people who have more golden yellow undertones. This one is suitable for people who are very pinkish, reddish, those type of undertones, and also lighter complected. Darker complexion friends, this is not going to be your powder. It's going to look chalky on you, and then the sparkles are pretty much silver and goldish colors. But there are 6 other colors in the Absolute powder lineup, but I just grabbed this one because this is the popular one, and I just want to give you guys my opinion on this one. So I applied it all over my face. I skipped my under eye because I did not want my entire face to be sparkly. On my under eye, I set with my usual Laura Mercier translucent powder because I know it works, and also I didn't want to be super sparkly all over. I needed to have some type of differentiation between where it's sparkly and where it's not. But I wanted to go ahead and let you guys see the demonstration of it, and I'll check back in with you guys. The brush I'm using today is the La Mer, the powder brush. Now, you don't have to use this exact powder brush, but if you want to, it's good because it's big and fluffy. But whatever fluffy powder brush you have will be better. This one is fluffy and dense at the same time, which is kind of a hard combination to have. But you don't want to use one that's too flimsy and fluffy because you don't want to waste a lot of the product. Going in directly with the brush, I'm just going to swirl it in there and then tap off a little bit of the excess and then start to buff this on my face. This stuff is really shimmery, so just a little bit goes a very long way. You don't want to overdo it because you don't want to look like Twilight. So you probably can see the difference between the side where I applied the powder and the other side. This side is definitely more matte, like especially my forehead. Like when I go like this, you can see like how shiny it is, and that's from the powder. So now that you've seen the demonstration, I am going to go ahead and continue wearing it throughout the day, and I'll check back in with you all periodically to let you know my thoughts. So it is currently 11:02 p.m. I've had on this foundation and powder all day. You can see how my face looks after having it on all day. I feel as if I'm really oily, just super shiny, like right in here. I did not touch up my face. That was kind of the purpose of using this powder, just to see like how it set the foundation. The foundation that I used were my 2 Urban Decay All Nighter foundations. The foundation that I used were my 2 Urban Decay All Nighter foundations. I mixed the colors together to get my shade, and then I set it with this powder. But you guys can see that even though that foundation is sweat resistant, waterproof, it really locks in. This powder did not stop the oil, which this powder doesn't really claim to have any oil controlling properties. This powder is basically for people who want a more luminous finish, who have drier skin. And I did like minimal stuff outside, so I went around the mall and, you know, going from the car to the mall, from the car to like restaurants and stuff like that today. So I wasn't really outside at all, so it's really no reason why my face should be this oily. Throughout the day, I noticed that these shimmers really started to fade away. And right now, I can't see any of the shimmer that I saw before. It definitely is non-existent once the oil starts breaking through in your face. But I will say that my foundation has not separated. I don't think that the powder has anything to do with that. I definitely think that's just the foundation. I have used this foundation probably like 4 or 5 times, and I always use it with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and it's a more matte finish than this. You know, whenever I wear it for this amount of time, kind of doing the same activities, then it's less oily than it is with this right here. And I did a separate review on this foundation if you care to see that. But this powder isn't bad, it's just not intended for me. So if you guys still want to try it, definitely go get a sample of it. Nordstrom gives samples. I don't think they have this at Sephora. I did not see Sephora as one of the listed retailers for this product, nor have I seen it at any Sephora that I've been in. So it is not something that I will see myself reaching for in the future. It's not a bad powder, it's just not for me. I definitely love several Lancome products, and I don't know if you guys, how long you've been watching my videos, but back in the day, baby Kelsee made a video on the Lancome dual finish powder. They have since discontinued my color, but those powders, if they make your shade, those powders are still, in my opinion, some of the best powder foundations on the market. If you guys have tried any of these powders, like I said, they do have other colors. This one is not my favorite color for my complexion, but if you try any of the other shades that they offer, let me know down in the comment section. If you guys have any other products that you want me to test out, leave them down in the comment section. I always am looking to try new things. I think it's fun trying out new makeup and seeing what I think. Sometimes I'm gonna like it, sometimes I don't, but we never know unless we try it. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you share it, like share it on your social medias, share it on your Facebook page, Twitter, all that good stuff, so we can grow this channel together. So I will talk to you guys in my next video. Smooches, bye. So now that I'm about to take my makeup off for the day, so I'm gonna just see what it does when I put it on top to mattify. Let me see, what does it do? It has like a little scent to it. Do not, and I repeat, do not use this powder to blot off your face. I'm just saying. It added so much texture to those areas. It made it look like I have bumpy, scaly skin. No, 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 no. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. Just let me stay home. Okay, I'm done. I'm taking these lashes off.